From Forex Traders Daily, this is your daily analysis with Ross Mullins, live from Richmond, Virginia.
Hello everyone, this is today's video analysis for October 11, 2016. Today we're going to be taking a look at the USDCHF, the US dollar versus the Swiss franc for today's analysis. There was no trades yesterday due to the bank holiday, so let's just get into it for the day today, starting here on the daily time frame. First off, a big wide view of this, we can see that much of 2016 has been contained within a wide range. The big black box that you see here on my chart, the top of the black box all the way up into the 99.30s and 50s at the top, and the bottom all the way down here into the 9,500s. So we see quite a wide range. What's most important probably for the day today is that we are approaching the top of that range. We're getting closer and closer into the 9,800s, approaching 9,900 as it approaches the top of the range. Of course, clearly, we need a break of this pattern, a break of the range, if we're going to see an uptrend resume here for the U.S. franc. And of course, we need to be watchful and wary of resistance and potential reversal, which would send it back down, like the last several times we challenged the top of the range and into the mid to low 9,900. So we need to be careful on either side of the market, I think, at this current point. But in recent days, we have seen the market in an uptrend, a good rally for the U.S. dollar as it's pressured all the way from the 96.60 level down here at the bottom of this blue box in the blue shaded area. Now, again, all the way up into the 98.75 level. Now, there's a couple of things we need to think about. Of course, the purple shaded area, 98.35, 98.55, was resistance. And we can see that the past 2 days, Friday and yesterday, finding resistance 98.35. Now, today, we're above there. So we know that the purple shaded area was resistance, but not just here. We could go back here where this blue circle is right here. The last time, top of this blue trend line, we can see resistance and reversal. We can go back here, right here in this area. Let's get the cross here. We're looking right here in this area right here into August 8. It found resistance and reversal. Right over here, it found support and continuation. So we know that this purple zone is a decision point. Now, the real question is this a breakout? Is this a breakout, and should we be buying it? Well, I think at least at this current point on the daily time frame, it is above it, but I don't know if I can classify it as a breakout. Let's go ahead and zoom it in one more time, and let me see if I can pull this. I'm going to move this blue trend line over a little bit and widen this blue circle. Take a look right there. I'm sure a lot of folks right there with the blue circle has thought that that was a breakout as well. At one point, that was a blue candle. So we don't want to fall prey to a false breakout. We want a real breakout. So how can we define a real breakout? Well, often I'm looking for a singular candle body that opens and closes above a resistance to give me a real indication of a breakout. So we don't really see that here on the daily time frame. We'll have to see if we see it on the 4 hour, but we don't want to fall prey to that. Now, we do want to buy it. If we're going to buy it, we want to buy it as close as possible to the support, which is, of course, 98.55.35, the purple shaded area. That provides us with our lowest amount of risk. And we also want to get away from our resistance target, which is the orange shaded area. The closer you are to the orange zone, the lower the potential profit is that we have coming for us. So let's just zoom it back in time just a little bit, just like this. And back here on the left-hand side, we can see this period where this black circle is, where the market held above the purple zone as support and rallied to the orange zone, eventually reversing off of there. So we know historically, even back here, that the orange zone is likely going to be a resistance. Now that we've seen all that on the daily, let's take it down to the 4 hour time frame. Zoom it out just a little bit. Again, I'm looking for an open and close to give me a clear indication it's a real breakout rather than a false breakout. And again, we don't really yet have that here on the 4 hour time frame. It's above it, but literally this current candle could turn right back around, turn red, and get back inside or below the purple zone. So we don't want to assume that this is a breakout. We want real indications of a breakout. Let's once again go back in time and look back here where this blue circle is. Let me pull it back in a little bit to make it smaller. Again, we're looking back here where the blue circle is. Let me squeeze the chart in. And that was a false breakout at one time. Again, that was a big blue candle above the purple zone. The next candle turned right back in, and it reversed and went back down. So that was a false breakout. No open and close above 98.35. Let's go back to where that black circle is. Here it is right here. Here's the black circle. Let's squeeze that back in a little bit. So right there, we can see the market did indeed open and close above the purple zone. hitting the orange zone multiple times. So right there, we see multiple tests of the purple zone of support, multiple tests of resistance at the orange zone. So this is similar to what we're going to be looking for today. The black circle, we need the open and close above the purple zone, rally to the orange zone. If it can break through the orange zone, clearly the next resistance level is the purple zone or the blue zone at the top. But right now we're just focusing in on the purple and the orange shaded area. And I think we need to see something very similar that we see here in the black circle to happen right now for the market. And we don't yet see that happening. We don't want the false breakout. Again, look at the blue circle, false breakout. We zoom it back in time. Again to the black circle. Look at those. Look at the two in comparison on the same chart. The difference between the two. So again, that's what we have going on today. So if we're going to buy it, we need to hold above the purple zone, dip back down to it as support, hold it as support, and then target the orange shaded area. Any push underneath the purple zone again is our risk for any buy trades for the U.S. franc today.
From Forex Traders Daily, this has been your daily analysis with Ross Mullins. If you would like to get Ross's analysis on all the currency pairs he's watching and all the trades he takes today, join him in his live trade room by clicking on the link below. Please leave any comments you have about today's video in the comments section below.